Hello. Don't forget to like and subscribe before starting the video. Who is John F. Kennedy? John F. Kennedy, often referred to by his initials JFK, was the 35th President of the United States, serving from 1961 until his assassination in 1963. JFK is widely regarded as one of the most influential and charismatic presidents in American history, known for his inspirational leadership, innovative policies, and iconic speeches. JFK's impact on American politics was significant and far-reaching. He was a key figure in the civil rights movement, advocating for desegregation and racial equality, and was a champion of social justice and economic progress. JFK's presidency was also marked by major advances in science and technology, including the space race and the development of the Peace Corps. JFK is perhaps best known for his famous speeches, which continue to inspire and resonate with people around the world. His inaugural address in 1961, in which he famously declared, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," has become a classic moment in American history. JFK's speech on civil rights, delivered in 1963 in the midst of the struggle for racial equality, is also considered one of the most powerful and memorable speeches of the 20th century. Overall, JFK's impact on American politics and culture cannot be overstated. His leadership, vision, and commitment to progress continue to inspire generations of Americans, and his legacy remains an important part of our national identity. John F. Kennedy was born on May 29, 1917, into a prominent and wealthy family in Brookline, Massachusetts. His father, Joseph P. Kennedy Sr., was a successful businessman and politician who served as the United States ambassador to the United Kingdom under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. JFK's mother, Rose Kennedy, was a devout Catholic and dedicated homemaker. Growing up, JFK was the second of 9 children, and his family's wealth and political connections provided him with a privileged upbringing. He attended elite private schools, including Choate Rosemary Hall and Harvard University, where he graduated with honors in 1940. During World War II, JFK served in the United States Navy as the commander of a patrol boat in the South Pacific. He was injured in combat when his boat was attacked by a Japanese destroyer, and he was awarded the Purple Heart and other honors for his bravery. After the war, JFK pursued a career in politics, first as a congressman from Massachusetts, and later as a senator. He was known for his progressive views and his advocacy for civil rights, healthcare, and education. JFK's charisma and energy made him a popular figure among voters, and he quickly rose to national prominence. In 1960, JFK announced his candidacy for president, running against Vice President Richard Nixon. The election was closely contested, but JFK ultimately won by a narrow margin, becoming the first Catholic president in American history. His early life and family background, as well as his military service and political career, shaped his worldview and laid the foundation for his presidency. JFK's presidential campaign in 1960 was marked by fierce competition and close scrutiny from the American public. His opponent was Vice President Richard Nixon, a seasoned politician with broad national support. The 1960 presidential election was one of the closest in American history, with JFK winning by a narrow margin in both the popular vote and the Electoral College. He received just over 34,000 more votes than Nixon out of nearly 69 million cast, and won 303 electoral votes to Nixon's 219. JFK's victory was historic in several respects. He was the first president born in the 20th century, the first to have won the Pulitzer Prize, and the first Catholic president. His Catholicism had been a major issue during the campaign, with some opponents questioning whether he would be able to separate his religious beliefs from his political duties. However, JFK was able to overcome these concerns and become one of the most popular and successful presidents in American history. As president, John F. Kennedy pursued a wide range of domestic policy initiatives aimed at improving the lives of ordinary Americans. One of his major programs was the New Frontier, a series of reforms aimed at boosting the economy, expanding access to education and healthcare, and advancing civil rights. JFK was also a strong advocate for civil rights. He believed that all Americans should have equal opportunities and protections under the law, regardless of race, religion, or national origin. He supported the desegregation of schools and other public institutions, and he used the power of the federal government to enforce these policies. JFK also advocated for the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was ultimately passed after his death, and which prohibited discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. As president, John F. Kennedy faced numerous foreign policy challenges, including the escalating Cold War and a series of international crises. He pursued a policy of international engagement and cooperation, emphasizing the need for diplomacy, negotiation, and strategic alliances. One of JFK's most important foreign policy initiatives was the Alliance for Progress, a program aimed at promoting economic development and social progress in Latin America. The program provided financial and technical assistance to countries in the region, with the goal of reducing poverty, promoting democracy, and strengthening ties between the United States and Latin America. The program was designed to promote goodwill and understanding between the United States and other countries, and it remains a popular symbol of American idealism and engagement with the world. However, JFK's presidency was also marked by a series of international crises, including the Cuban Missile Crisis. In 1962, the Soviet Union began installing nuclear missiles in Cuba, which posed a direct threat to American national security. JFK responded with a series of diplomatic and military maneuvers, including a naval blockade of Cuba, and ultimately succeeded in forcing the Soviet Union to remove the missiles. JFK's handling of the crisis was widely praised for its deft diplomacy and strategic thinking, and it helped to diffuse tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. It also underscored the importance of diplomatic engagement and strategic alliances in resolving international conflicts. Unfortunately, JFK's presidency was cut short by his assassination in 1963. His death shocked the nation and had a profound impact on American politics and foreign policy. Many of JFK's foreign policy initiatives, including the Alliance for Progress and the Peace Corps, continued under his successors, but his vision of international engagement and cooperation was never fully realized. In conclusion, JFK's foreign policy initiatives were characterized by a commitment to diplomacy, engagement, and strategic alliances. He recognized the importance of promoting economic and social progress around the world, while also confronting threats to American national security. Although his presidency was cut short, his legacy continues to inspire American engagement with the world and the pursuit of peace and cooperation among nations. John F. Kennedy's legacy continues to be felt in American politics and culture today. He is remembered for his charismatic leadership style, his commitment to public service, and his vision of a more just and peaceful world. JFK's presidency marked a turning point in American history, and his impact is still felt in areas ranging from civil rights to foreign policy. JFK's influence on subsequent presidents is evident in the way they have drawn on his example and his vision for America. Barack Obama, for example, has cited JFK as one of his political heroes, and has praised his vision of a more inclusive and just society. Obama has also been inspired by JFK's focus on diplomacy and engagement with the world, as seen in his efforts to promote international cooperation on issues such as climate change and nuclear disarmament. JFK's life and legacy have also continued to fascinate Americans, as seen in the numerous portrayals of him in popular culture and the media. From movies like JFK to TV shows like Mad Men, JFK has been depicted as a symbol of American idealism and inspiration. His legacy continues to inspire Americans of all ages, as they seek to live up to his example and his vision for a better world. In conclusion, John F. Kennedy was a transformative figure in American history, whose legacy continues to inspire us today. From his inspirational leadership style to his commitment to public service, JFK left a lasting impact on American politics and culture. His vision of a more just and peaceful world, as well as his commitment to diplomacy and engagement, remains as relevant today as it was during his presidency. I encourage viewers to learn more about JFK and his contributions to American history, and to be inspired by his example as they seek to make a positive difference in the world. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.